It's screaming into the void with radar
Heat
waves.
seeker. It's trying to spot the hot breath of the American engine against the ice of the sky.
He pulls. It sees the shape of the aircraft, not just the heat of the F-35, and the isn't a dogfight. It's an execution.
What if I told you the world's most expensive fighter jet is designed to lose a dogfight on purpose?
The year is 2026. The ocean is a chessboard, and the sky is about... Across the demarcation line, the dragon waits. It's bigger. It's faster in a straight...
But wars aren't won with a measuring tape. They're won with information. And right now, one of these pilots is flying blind and doesn't even know it yet. Inside the American cockpit, it's not a dogfight. It's a business meeting. The Lightning isn't just a plane. It's a flying... The dragon's eyes are open. It's screaming into the void with radar waves, trying to find the Lightning. But
The American jet doesn't answer back. It just listens. The J-20 just rang the doorbell about... Speed doesn't matter if you don't know where to point the nose.
this is the nightmare scenario for Beijing. The dragon's screens are full of ghosts and static. The pilot has a feeling. One press. One message sent via a data link that cannot be jammed. Eric isn't firing a weapon yet. This isn't air-to-air combat. The J-20 is by a shark it cannot see.
Panic.
The lightning doesn't chase. Chasing is for movies. The lightning stalks. But the dragon has one last trick. A heat seeker. It's trying to spot the hot breath of the American engine against the ice of the sky.
It's not enough. The American exhaust is shielded, diffused, and cooled by a design stolen from the future.
Hammer 4-1. Hammer 4 warmed. Track confirmed. 1 J-20. Defensive posture. Requesting weapons release authority.
The eyes in the sky see everything. They see the American shark and the Chinese dragon. Inside the belly of the beast, a 12-foot needle. This isn't a bomb. This is a fire. The American pilot watches the missile come off the rail. He doesn't cheer. He just checks his watch.
The dragon's warning receiver screams. A solid tone. It's not a search radar. It's a missile lock.
He pulls. 9 times the force of gravity crushes his spine. Blood tries to flee his brain. Fire and foil. The oldest tricks in the book. The dragon disappears behind a wall of heat and noise. For a second, hope. But the missile has a brain. It isn't fooled by the fireworks. It sees the shape of the aircraft, not just the heat of the engines.
The American pilot doesn't need to see it with his eyes. His helmet shows him the future. He watches 2 icons become one.
Steel rain.
The dragon's spine is snapped. $110 million of technology begins its long, silent fall into the abyss. The cockpit is a blender. The pilot isn't fighting America anymore. He's fighting gravity. And
Last chance. The seat fires. Man separates from machines. In this war of computers and ghosts, the flesh and blood has exactly one choice left.
the lightning turns for home. And now you know the truth. The fight between the F-35 and the isn't a dogfight. It's an execution. And that advantage starts right here, in the metal, in the blood of the engine. The F-35
And over here, composites, layers of carbon fiber and resin. The Chinese have mastered the art of shaping the...
This is the real war. The left side is a shared brain. The right side is a lonely calculator. The F-35 pilot...
And that right there is the dragon's Achilles heel. It's not stealth. It's the heat. An infrared...
It's called sensor fusion. The jet takes radar, infrared, and data link and turns it into a movie for the pilot. The Chinese pilot is reading bullets.
And the secret the Pentagon won't say out loud? Uptime. An F-35 is a hangar queen, yes. Meanwhile, the American bird lives in a climate-controlled palace. Every bolt is tracked. Every flight hour is logged by measurables.
The nervous system is different. While the J-20 is still using copper veins that can be jammed and spoofed, the Lightning spine is made of light.
And this is the final nail. The F-35 is never alone. It's plugged into a network of satellites and drones that the J.
And so the pilot floats. The water is cold. The sky is quiet. He is waiting for a rescue. He is a good pilot. One of the best in the People's Liberation Army. But he was sent to a knife fight, and
But the sea is not empty either. A Chinese destroyer.
The hunter becomes the hunted. The destroyer thinks it's on a rescue mission. Track.
The Chinese surface fleet is a magnificent hammer. But the Pacific is a vast ocean of nails. And right now, the silent.
This is the American kill chain. It goes from the bottom of the sea to the edge of space. And the J-20 was.
So who wins? The answer isn't the jet.
there is a sound you've never heard before. It is the sound of a ghost locking on. It is silent.
The scary part is that America has 600 of these in the Pacific, and China has maybe 50 J-20s that are truly combat ready.
It's not an air force. It's the nervous system. And when the first shot is fired in the next war, it will be fired by a 20.
But never mistake capability for courage. The Chinese pilot will come. They will fly.
The dragon is not asleep, but the lightning has already seen tomorrow.
It starts here. Nickel, chromium, cobalt, rhenium, the alphabet of strength.
Fullers. 3,000 degrees, a temperature that would vaporize a human body in seconds. But inside this vacuum furnace, the pore, molten alloy flowing into a ceramic mold that holds the shape of the finished blade. But this is not ordinary casting. A seed crystal at the bottom of the mold dictates the atomic pattern. As the metal cools, it locks into that pattern and grows.
The mold breaks away, and from the fire and the water, the blade emerges.
5 axes of simultaneous motion, a cutting tool spinning at 30,000 RPM, and a computer that knows exactly.
Polished to a mirror. Every microscopic imperfection removed. A surface so smooth that air flows over it like water.
Measured to the micron, inspected with X-rays, ultrasound, and fluorescent dyes. Every blade must.
One blade is a miracle, but an F-135 engine needs dozens, and an F-35 fleet needs.
X-rays see what eyes cannot. The hidden world inside the blade. Cooling channels that will carry compressed air through the metal to keep it from melting. Precision begins before the first cut. A fixture machined from Invar holds the blade with absolute stability. Every bolt torqued to specification. The first cut. A roughing pass that removes the excess material and reveals the shape within. The tool moves at
A drill no thicker than a human hair. Hundreds of holes, each one angled to direct cooling air exactly where the blade needs it most.
Machining complete. Every dimension was verified to within microns of the perfect digital model. The blade is geometrically flawless.
The robot takes over. 6 axes of motion press the blade against a sequence of abrasives, coarse to medium to fine.
Satin becomes luster. The surface that once scattered light now begins to reflect it. Each pass with a finer abrasive.
Diamond meets superalloy. The hardest substance on Earth is polishing a metal designed to defy the laws of thermodynamics. The result.
From raw elements to finished blade. A journey of fire and water and diamond and light. This singers. The blades come home. Each one slides into its slot on the turbine disc with a fit measured in microns.
Locked and balanced. Every blade is secured. Every gram accounted for. When this disc spins at 50 chair, the disc joins the engine.
And the face of the engine, hollow titanium blades with honeycomb cores, strong enough to ingest a bird and keep spinning.
The test cell. A concrete fortress built to contain 50,000 pounds of thrust. Every F-135 must fire.
50,000 pounds of thrust screaming into the concrete baffles. The single crystal blades spin in their inferno, holding their shape and their inspection confirms what the sensors reported. The single crystal blades are perfect. The cooling holes did their job. This engine is accepted for service. The engine meets the airframe, raised into the bay and bolted into place. Fuel lines connected, data cables attached, the culmination of thousands of hours of labor. The F-35 lifts into the Texas sky, a ghost in the making.
Because the manufacturing was perfect.
Delivered. Accepted. The F-35 now belongs to the United States Air Force. It will fly to its operations. The factory floor is only the beginning. Every component must reach the fleet. This warehouse is a node in a global packaged for the journey. Desiccant to fight humidity, nitrogen to prevent oxidation, shock-absorbing foam to survive the roughest seas. The port, where the factory's output meets the sea. This crate joins thousands of others on a military sealift command. 2 weeks across the Pacific. The ship carries the sustainment of the fleet. Every hour, sensors monitor the cargo. Guam, the tip of the American spear in the Western Pacific. The blade has traveled 6,000 miles from the factory floor. Installed. The blade takes its place in the heart of the F-135. It will spin at 15,000 RPM in the inferno of the engine.
And so it flies. The F-35 returns to the sky, its new blade spinning in the inferno.
And so the cycle continues. The factory produces, the ships deliver, the aircraft flies. From raw elements to polished blade, from foundry to flight line. This is the story.
The sky belongs to those who can build it.
Every frame in this video has been transformed through a multi-stage editing process. From GIF conceptualization to VO3 generation, human creativity leads every step. This channel is dedicated to original AI craftsmanship and follows all 2026 YouTube monetization rules.